And it's a huge setback to BCCI's president-in-exile N. Srinivasan as the Supreme Court has accepted to hear the special leave petition against the Bombay High Court order on amendment in the Rule 6.2.4, which allowed the BCCI officials to have a team in the IPL. The amendment was at the heart of the conflict of interest issue, the change that allowed Srinivasan to own an IPL team, and now the Apex Court has accepted the appeal to hear the issue. The Supreme Court bench on Monday stated that their priority will be to get to the core of the conflict of interest. This appeal will be heard on Tuesday, that is tomorrow at 2 p.m. and will definitely not be a comfortable one for N. Srinivasan. Remember, the Bombay High Court has already ruled in favour of the BCCI in the case against this rule earlier this year. That case was filed by Aditya Verma, the petitioner in the IPL spot fixing case. The Supreme Court bench also pulled up IPL COO Sundar Raman for not acting despite having information that team officials were betting during IPL Season 6. The court asked him about the lead given by YP Singh, the head of the anti-corruption unit of the ICC. But Sundar Raman's counsel replied that YP Singh didn't have any evidence to back his claim. The court then questioned Raman as to why he didn't put anything in writing. The bench even went to the extent of asking Sundar Raman if doing something would have put his job at stake. Now, that's not all. The Supreme Court also pulled up Sundar Raman for associating with Bindu Dara Singh, a known bookie in the case. My colleague Radhika now joins me on the phone line for more. Radhika, scathing observations that the Supreme Court has made today. It's going to be an uncomfortable day for N. Srinivasan, but also the Supreme Court making observations against Sundar Raman. Take us through what happened in court today.
Absolutely right. In fact, the proceedings started in the Supreme Court with Sundar Raman's counsel presenting the arguments. He did go on to admit that Sundar Raman had in fact met Bindu Dara Singh on several occasions. But he went on to add that he met Bindu Dara Singh in the capacity as Bindu being a celebrity, and he did not have any inclination that Bindu Dara Singh was in fact a bookie, to which the Supreme Court, like you mentioned, did bring up YP Singh's claims of Bindu Dara Singh being involved in match fixing, to which Sundar Raman did not in fact take any action. Also the fact that N. Srinivasan's owning of an IPL team, the amendment that was made in the constitution, the clause that was made, that is something that is going to be discussed extensively tomorrow. It was an issue which was raised by I.S. Bindra's counsel, Mr. Dhawan, and that is why the Supreme Court felt that it was an important issue, and the Supreme Court went on to add that that was the clause on which the proceedings, the hearing will be based on tomorrow.
Right, Radhika, it's going to be a crucial day in court tomorrow with 6.2.4, which allowed the BCCI officials in the first place to have a team in the IPL coming up, under scrutiny in the Supreme Court. What are we likely to see happen tomorrow?
As far as tomorrow's proceedings are concerned, this clause is obviously going to be the main issue out there. Conflict of interest, like Supreme Court has.
All right, we seem to be having some audio trouble there with Radhika, but it is a huge setback to BCCI president-in-exile N. Srinivasan, as we've been reporting. The Supreme Court has accepted to hear the special leave petition against the Bombay High Court order on the amendment in Rule 6.2.4, which allowed the BCCI officials to have a team in the IPL.